Hello everybody, welcome back to the Doof Plays. So it's been a long time coming, was sick and stuff like that. I don't want to get into it, but I'm finally going to record the tier list of the games I've played in 2021, right? Okay, yeah, it's 22 now. I didn't think there for a second. This year was probably like an above average year for gaming, even though I didn't really play that many new games. I guess it's like, what, 24? I guess that's an okay. But yes, so the rules for this tier list, okay? It has to be played for the first time 2021 or first time playing it in a decade, because after a decade, honestly, it's like a whole new experience for me, okay? I guess not played for the first time 2021, now that I think about it, it's like beaten. Oh yeah, and that's my second point. Finished in 2021, either beaten or enough play time to accurately rate. And major DLCs can count on new games, but I think there's two examples on here. 1, 2, yeah. Funny enough, they're both Isaac stuff. Anyways, that is the rules for what goes on this list. I have randomly sorted out the games that I've played, so I'm just gonna go on and start. Oh, and also I'm gonna be talking about some spoilers in a couple of the games, so I'm gonna put timestamps down below so you can skip them if you want to, or if you want to just go to a specific game. You can just go down to the description and you can jump down to that timestamp. Very convenient. It's also going to take me a lot of time, so I hope you appreciate it. Alright, first on the list is Dicey Dungeons. I actually played it before 2021, but I didn't beat it until this year. And Dicey Dungeons is so good. It is made by, I'm not going to pronounce the names. Terry Kavanagh, I think. It's a guy who made VVV. So you know it's good. You know it's good. Dicey Dungeons is about, it's a roguelike with dice. And a lot of the dice mechanics, there is like a lot of like randomness to it, but the goal for a lot of runs is to like mitigate your randomness or your luck by kind of building around the fact that you can roll pretty much anything and try to adapt to that. And I think once you get that done, it's pretty interesting of what you can figure out to do. And I really love Dicey Dungeons. I think it's like one of the best roguelikes I have ever played. The characters are great. I mean, the characters they get, you get the warrior, the thief, robot, inventor, witch, and the Joker. Jester, yes, Jester, not Joker. He probably will become the Joker eventually, but and they all play super differently from each other. Like every play style is fresh from one another, and there's 6 episodes for each one, and they all vary in difficulty. The 6th one is kind of like the put everything you know together and try to win this hard run, which is actually one of the easier runs after like the first one for a lot of the characters, funnily enough. And then at the end you defeat Lady Luck, which is, that battle is really cool. And there's also some like replayability value, I guess, because the 6th episode, it counts your wins and losses, and you can see how much you can win. So Dicey Dungeons, where would I put this? I think this is definitely somewhere in the high tier list. It's definitely an A, but would I go for an S? I don't know. I know what games are gonna be an S, and I don't know if it is quite an S. It's definitely like a very high A. So this tier list is not gonna be a bell curve. Just because like a lot of, so I like making a tier list a bell curve because you usually have like a closed set of items. That's like there's enough there in that closed set of items where there's a pretty accurate like bell curve to them. But the thing is with this, I'm not really comparing them against each other. I'm comparing them to all the video games ever. So the bell curve will not exist, basically. I mean, it could, but it probably won't. I think I'm gonna stick Dicey Dungeons in A. I don't think it's quite an S. It doesn't have that oomph for the S, but it's definitely an amazing game, and everyone should play. Oh, my throat's still not 100%. Oh gosh, it's gonna be a long video for me and a lot of editing if that's gonna be the case. Because I'm coughing between takes. All right, Bloons Tower Defense 6. So I've been a big fan of the Bloons games for a long time. I played a lot of it back in coolmathgames.com. Remember that website with the cool math games? And I bought this for like 99 cents in the summer of 2020. And I just now really got around to playing it a lot this year. Although I kind of stopped playing after a while. What was my hours on there? Let me go to start check. 211. I thought it was a little more than that. A bunch of my friends are playing it, which is kind of weird. Okay. This is a really solid game, honestly. For what it's worth. It's a lot of strategy, so much strategy that even I cannot comprehend, and I try to comprehend, but I just cannot. It's just there's a lot that goes into this game that may actually surprise you. Although I would say, you know, even though I am a fan of kind of like this Bloons series, after like 150 hours, I was just tired of it. And then I played it for a couple more weeks after that, and I just kind of tapped in. So it didn't really last too long, and I think because of that, I'll probably give it probably a C. It might be the highest C. If it's not the highest C, it'll probably be the lowest B. I guess we'll figure it out after we come to that. But I stopped playing a couple weeks after the boss balloons mode, and that was a mode that exists. I don't know if I was a big fan of that or not. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right here for now. Ultimate Chicken Horse. What a fun game. This is one of the games that I played on twitch.tv/PaxPlay. Or is it Pax Plays? Oh jeez, I don't know actually. Now I'm doubting myself. Oh jeez, I'm gonna have to find out just a second. It's Pax Play with no S at the end. Okay. I'm glad I know that offhand. If you're not following him, go follow him now. Pax is an amazing person. He is so funny and so kind. You'll love him. Ultimate Chicken Horse is just a fire game. It is like Mario Maker in a way, because you're kind of like building up levels. But it's also like you just place a bunch of death traps, and you try to avoid your own traps and get to the end, and it's just crazy. Oh gosh. The things that you can do in this game are just freaking nuts. So much replayability value. It's honestly probably one of the most fun party games I played this year. But I think I'm gonna stick into B for now. That seems like a pretty good section right there. Yeah, probably a B. B is good. Deltarune Chapter 2. You know, I don't, you know, part of me almost did not even put Deltarune on this list because it's not a finished game. But I guess I can rate the first 2 chapters, maybe? I don't know, I guess. So Undertale is an S tier, okay? It's one of the best games I've ever played. It is insanely good. Even today, it's just mind-blowingly good. I haven't had the fandom ruin it for me because I don't talk to fandoms except for my friends that are just happen to be fans of said things, so fandoms never really ruin things for me, thankfully. Jeez, I know how people feel about the Undertale fandom, okay? I don't really blame you. Deltarune so far, even though it's only 2 out of like the 7 or 8 chapters that's gonna be, I forgot which one, I don't think it's as good as Undertale yet. Now, there's a long ways to go. It's a long ways to go. I know. It just doesn't really capture the same kind of magic for me. I know it's still good. It just doesn't have like the same feeling for me. So I'm not gonna put an S. I don't know if I'm even gonna put an A, to be honest. No, it should go an A, I think. I think I'm gonna put an A. It might be low A though. Yeah, I'm excited for more Deltarune. The final boss with the queen was so fun when you're just playing Punch Out. Giant Punch Out. Oh, and then after I've done recording, I found out about the Snowgrave route. Oh my god, that was insane. That's Snowgrave? It's Snowgrave, right? I think that's what it's called. Alright, sorry about that. I had a coughing fit. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this video. I'm already coughing like that. Alright. Anyway, Snowgrave route. Insane. This was like probably even more intense than the genocide route in Undertale, which I didn't know was even possible. And I think just for that fact, probably bumps it up to A. I'm not gonna place it above Dicey Dungeons. I know it's kind of unfair for me to even rate Deltarune because it's not even finished. But I would say if it's already A, when it's finished, it's probably gonna be S. It's probably gonna be S. Alright, Halo 1 and Halo 2. I'm just gonna rate these together. So I had a friend who wanted me to play this with him. And I was like, I don't know, because I don't know, to be honest, I thought Halo was just some stupid shooty game like Call of Duty. There's like no substance, just shoot or something. I don't know. I've barely played Call of Duty either, to be honest. But you know, playing them is actually a whole lot better than what I thought. Like I thought they were actually going to be here. They're not F tier. They're actually really good. The story is pretty great. Seeing the flood for the first time, I did not know about the flood at all, and that was like insane. That was insane to discover. So I was really invested in Halo 1 and 2. So I might play some more. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about Halo 1 and 2. Besides what I just said. I just know that they exceeded my expectations, even though my bar was super low. I think I'm gonna put them in C tier though. And part of me kind of feels like it should be more than C tier. I don't know. It's just not really my genre, okay? But I still had a really good time. So they'll probably really high C. I'm gonna stick that there for now. Okay, Garfield Kart Furious Racing, guys. Oh yeah, it's S tier. S tier, baby. No, this game is trash. Did I have fun playing it? Not really. Okay, let's move on. Omori. This is F. No, just kidding. That's S. Omori is probably my game of the year, even though it didn't come out this year, but it's the best game I played this year. Although I say that, but there's also another game on here that could also be the best game I've also played this year, and I'm not really sure which one it is, if it's that one or Omori that's better. But Omori Omori is a one-of-a-kind game. It is a life-changing game. Everyone needs to play this game because it is so damn good. And you know, okay, so I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I'm probably going to talk about spoilers. I'm going to talk about spoilers. So if you haven't played this game, okay, please skip to the next game. What's the next game? Plants vs Zombies. Go to Plants vs Zombies, Game of the Year edition. What a weird game to lead off after this one. Anyways, okay. So, oh my gosh. Find out the story about what happened to what happened to Sunny. Oh my gosh, how he pushed his sister down the stairs over an argument and like it killed her. Although there is this theory, and I think this theory is actually the truth. The theory is that Omori didn't actually die falling down the stairs. She was unconscious. But Basil was there, and Basil was so freaked out, and that he didn't possibly think that Sunny did it. So he, oh shoot, was that a Discord notification? Oh, I'm sorry. He was so freaked out that that they decided that they would stage it as a suicide to protect Sunny. And when they got done hating Mari, Sunny looked back and he saw Mari had an eye open, signifying that she hadn't died falling down the stairs, but she will die being hung from the tree, which that just brings a whole new level of darkness to the story. And it would make sense because there's a couple of times the quote, all you had to do is not look backwards or not look back, sprinkled throughout the game. And also the fact that Sunny's something is like his fear was an eyeball. I think that's supposed to be signifying Mari's eye. Yeah, that's kind of wicked. But I think the ending, at least the good ending, is liberating. It really makes you think, because at the end, Sunny tells his friends about what happens, and by telling them that he lifted his something goes away. Like he was burdened by this truth, but after he tells his friends, it all goes away. And it never says what happens after that. And this is something that I talked about in my Mother 3 Let's Play. I like endings that can be up for interpretation. I like games that are intelligent enough for you to decide what happens. And I like to think that Sunny and Basil's friends, they'll probably be mad, like really mad at first, but I think they would eventually forgive them. At least I really do hope that they will forgive them. But it's not really about Sunny's friends, you know, believe it or not. It's about Sunny overcoming his something. and make his life better, and that starts at that, I believe. It's something to think about, I think. Oh my gosh. And I think about it all the time, really. Oh. Anyways. What else did I talk about Omori? This might be a controversial opinion, but I don't think it, even though Omori is an RPG, I don't think it's that good of an RPG. Don't hate me, okay, don't. Okay, let me explain, okay? I think that the way Omori is stylized and like how the Headspace dream world interacts with like the real world, I think Omori would be better as like a Yuki Niki adventure type game. However, I don't think that would have had the audience it would have had, because let's be real, okay? An indie RPG is already a pretty niche game. A Yuki Niki indie game is even more niche, and I don't even know if I would have even played it. That may be too niche for me. So it's probably best that I did have it as an RPG. I just kind of think like the RPG sections were pretty weak, especially like the Humphrey section and anything to do with Sweetheart. I'm like, this sucks. It just kind of, I don't know. I just feel like it could have done better. And I think that does detract from the game just a tiny smidgen of a bit. But everything else, the characters, the story, the music, the artwork, I don't know, something else. Some other fifth thing that I can't think of right now. I think everything else is just so damn good that, you know, I can ignore that. I can ignore that and be like, you know, that's fine. Mori is still an S tier. It is a truly one-of-a-kind game. It truly is. Okay. Plants vs. Zombies Game of the Year Edition. So this is another game I bought like on the summer Steam sale. The other one being Bloons TD6. No, wait, that's not the same year. No. Anyway, what am I saying? Plants vs. Zombies Game of the Year. I never really played this when it was like really popular on the phone. I don't know how. I just missed out on it. It was pretty fun, actually. It was a lot of like cool levels, creative levels. It kind of got a little samey sometimes, but I beat it in the afternoon and I think I had some fun. I think I'll put it in C tier. There's like not really a lot to talk about it. It's Plants vs. Zombies. Everyone knows about this, except me, except when I played it. Oh boy, that's my third coffin attack and it's only been 25 minutes in. Oh boy, okay. Pokemon Blazing Emerald is a mod, a ROM hack for Pokemon Emerald that has a bunch of quality of life improvements, plus some new features, including some unique Hoennian formed Pokemon. I almost didn't include this because it's a ROM hack, but it also has been 10 years since I played Pokemon Emerald, so I figured, you know, might as well put it in too. I don't know, what can I say? It's Pokemon Emerald. I love Pokemon Emerald. It's one of my Gen 3 is one of my two favorite gens. The other one being the fifth Gen 5. Gen 5 represent. Woo! Okay. And it's Pokemon Emerald, but it's better. And because of that, I think I'll put it in A tier. I really enjoyed it. It's a really good ROM hack. If you want to play Emerald again, I recommend picking up Blazing Emerald. You won't be disappointed. Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice. I actually finally got around to playing this, and it was pretty good. Apollo Justice wasn't a Phoenix Wright, even though it felt like it a lot of times. New characters are pretty great. Trying to remember names. Even though it's been like 7 months since I played it. Oh boy, names my weakness. The prosecutor, main prosecutor, Gavin Clavier, is that his name? Gavin? Oh, I think so. He was one of the best prosecutors in the entire franchise, and I love him so much. And also he's hot. I had a lot of fun with this. I kind of think it dragged on a little too long, maybe, in the last chapter, but I still think it was pretty good. Definitely not one of my favorite Ace Attorneys. I think it's probably tied for second least favorite, but you know, tied for second least favorite is still like an amazing game. Okay, I think I'm gonna definitely put this A for Ace Attorney. I'm gonna put it above Deltarune, but below Dicey Dungeons. I'll recommend Apollo Justice. I heard a lot of like weird mixed feelings on Apollo Justice, and I can tell you that it's good. It's really good. It's really good, okay? Don't let the haters fool you. Super Auto Pets, the hot auto battler of 2021. I jumped on this train early on and jumped off of it early on, I'll tell you that. It's probably one of those games I've actually watched way more than I've played of it. Because I kind of did like it. But at the same time, like I just really couldn't get the feel for it that much. So it's really hard for me to decide where exactly to put it on here. I really like the concept of this game though. I think the creators of this game did like a really good job in like the design aspect, and they even like, you know, they're keeping with the balances and the patches, and that's, you know, great for them. They're actually like raking in the profits probably. But yeah, I think this is a fairly good game. I'm definitely not gonna put it in B. I think I'll put it in C. I think I'll put it between Plants vs. Actually, you know, I think I enjoy Plants vs. Zombies more than Super Auto Pets, to be honest. So I'm just gonna keep it right here. Alright, Pokemon Unite. Oh boy. This is a game. This is a game that exists. I'll tell you that. So my relationship with MOBAs have been rocky at best, and Pokemon Unite has continued that relationship with MOBAs, because oh my gosh, if this game is just it's a mess. I'll be straight up with you. This is an absolute mess. Like the weirdest balance patches, and like there's like no communication. It's like they're like all the information is like so vague, which in a MOBA is the worst thing possible. Just so many frustrating things about it, and not a whole lot of positives. And honestly, the worst thing about this is that the teammates you get are the absolute worst. Or maybe it's just me. You can call me a pleb, but I think I was like pretty okay at the game, but a lot of my teammates just let me down. Yeah, but if everyone's fault except myself, absolutely. I'm gonna place this in D tier. I just don't really feel strongly about it at all. I don't think it's F tier. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in D tier. Okay, Pajama Sam, you already eat from your head to your feet. This was my test stream game, basically, and I also haven't played this in 10 years, so it counts. and you know, replaying it was pretty good. I have a lot of fond memories of this growing up, and it is definitely probably one of the best Pajama Sam games that at least I've played. I should really stream more of these humongous entertainment games because they're, you know, they may be kids games, but they got a lot of character to them. They're funny and they're creative and interesting, and I just love thinking about them. So maybe I'll do more of these. We'll see. We'll see. Put Pajama Sam 3, all you eat from your head to your feet. I think I'll put in B tier. Yeah, I'm putting this game on above Halo 1 and 2. Eat it, suckers. Alright, Binding of Isaac Repentance. Oh boy, this is a DLC we've been waiting a long time for, haven't we? Okay, so Repentance, it was a whole lot more than anyone ever expected. Like, people just thought that Edmund McMillan was just gonna slap anti-birth on top of it and just be done with that. And people wonder, why is it taking so long? Well, what we didn't know was that not only was they slapping anti-birth on top of that, but we're also getting like 17 new characters. Yeah, 17 new characters. That was insane to find out. That was like the surprise of the year, more or less. Repentance has been kind of rocky though. There's a lot of bugs with it, and recently they have fixed a lot of the bugs. There's still a couple. Some of the characters are also completely unfair. We're talking about Tainted Lazarus and Tainted Jacob, and I played through them recently. The reworks of them, and they're a lot more fun now. So I honestly think that Repentance is in a very good place right now, and they're still working on it too. Okay, and by there I mean I think there's like one guy still working on it. You know, kudos for him. I think Repentance is really good, and it's only gonna get better. So I think I'm gonna put this high A tier above Dicey Dungeons. Yeah, seems about right. Yeah, if you never really played The Binding of Isaac, it's really hard to describe just how like amazing it is, because there's like, not only do you have like the anti-birth, like what it was called the Witness, now it's just called like Mother, I think. Not mom's different from Mother, I guess. But then you also have this other like secret alternative ending where you have to like, I don't know how to describe it, but you like go to like the past of Isaac's life, and you hear his parents like fighting, of like the origins of like Isaac's father leaving and like his mother becoming like crazy, and it's like it all makes sense. Like there's a whole bunch of like Isaac lore, and you get to hear about it in like this path. And then you go fight like your Dogma and then the beast, and it's just insane. And probably none of that made any sense if you don't know Isaac, but honestly, the scope of this DLC was more than I could have ever imagined. That's for sure. So I think it definitely deserves A. Alright, where are we at? 37 minutes? Probably like a third of that has been just straight coughing. Alright, Jackbox 8. Jackbox 8 is a really good Jackbox game. I think it has like one of the highest quality games in any pack. I wouldn't say it's like the highest quality, but it's up there. It's like in my top 3, absolutely for sure. My favorite of them is probably the Wheel of Gigantic Proportions, Ginormous Proportions. Is that the, I don't know, it's a long name. But that one's definitely my favorite. Then my second favorite is probably Job. Yeah, we'll just go with Job. Then my third, probably Pole Mine. I'm bringing it up to see if I can figure it out. Oh, okay. Yeah, third's probably Pole Mine. Then fourth is Weapons Drawn, even though it takes literally an hour to play a game. And then last, my least favorite is probably Drawful Anime. But even Drawful Anime is still like super good. So it's like, I don't think there's a bad game in Jackbox Party Pack, which is more than I can say for literally any other pack. So I'm gonna give Jackbox a pretty high score. I think I'm gonna put it high B, or maybe A. I think I'm maybe putting low A, like right here. Yeah, that's pretty okay, I think. I love Jackbox 8. If you haven't played it, try playing it because it's super amazing. Oh god, this is a bad picture. Did I crop this wrong? I think I may have cropped this wrong. Oh well. We have Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This is both game. I'm deciding to rate both games together because they're really incomplete without each other, I feel like. So Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This is the easiest S tier, or along with Omori. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles and Omori are basically tied for first place, for all that I'm concerned. You know, and it's kind of unfortunate that I decided to play this game the same year I decided to play Apollo Justice, because while Apollo Justice is good, it is nowhere near as amazing as Ace Attorney Chronicles is. Like, Ace Attorney Chronicles, it kind of shatters what an Ace Attorney game means to me. It really does. And the only other game that really comes close to that, the same level, is Trials and Tribulations. Now, do I think Chronicles is better than TNT? Yes and no in different ways, and in ways that I can't really explain. Yeah, I know, I don't really have anything for that. But, the TNT and Great Ace Attorney Chronicles are just the pinnacle of gaming. Really, it is. The things that happen in Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, they're so unique that never happens in like any other Ace Attorney game. Well, that I've played at least. I don't know if the only other tropes happen in like the 3DS ones per se, or like Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I guess I'll find that when I play that game. But I went in it with pretty high expectations, and my high expectations were shattered. They were shattered by how amazing they were. Oh boy, I don't even want to talk about the ending because I'm just like, I'm still reeling. It was like the last game I played of 2020, and I rushed it to make sure it's the last game. Actually, nope, it's not the last game anymore. Actually, I played another game after that, and that's coming up on the list. All right, so easy S tier. Is it better than Omori? Oh no. God, I can't just like put them like on top of each other. Oh my gosh. Moment of truth. I have to decide right now which is better, Omori or Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. You know, I looked really deep inside myself for 1 second. I stared into the abyss of my soul, and my soul said, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is Game of the Year. Hopefully that's not controversial. Omori is still great, but I think I was even more shocked on, like, enthralled and, like, happy with Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. It is It's quite something. Alright, Marbles on stream. I almost didn't put this on here either because I didn't really play it, but I did type in !PLAY multiple times, so I guess I did play it. I'm almost out of water. Hopefully I can get this done before I run out of water because I don't want to get up and get more water. Alright, Marbles on stream. It's just, you know, you just watch, you know, marbles go down. You can't interact with them as far as I know. You know, everything's all predetermined probably. It's fun to look at. It's fun to look at, but it's not really that interesting, to be honest. I'll probably just place it like right here, probably the lowest C. It's not bad, it's just I don't know. It's just an amusement for a couple of hours, and then, you know, you're just kind of done, I guess. All right, Mario Picross. Oh boy, Mario Picross is one of my first like real like 12s diving into the Picross games. And I had a lot of fun with these puzzles. I have now a newfound love. Well, not newfound. I mean, it's just a new love for the Picross genre, and I just want to play more. Even though I'm not even done with this, I got halfway. I'm like halfway completed. I got like most of the Mario side levels done and some of the Wario side levels done. So maybe I'll beat it in 2022, but I guess we'll see. I had so much fun with this. I'm actually gonna put this like right here. It's really high for just a puzzle game. There's not even really like any Mario sides to it, you know? It's just Picross with Mario on it. You know, they've been doing that for years. Just putting Mario on top of random games, you know? But Mario Picross, definitely a solid game. I would recommend if you're ever in a puzzle mood or a Picross mood, or both, I guess. It's on the Nintendo Switch Online SNES section, okay? It's also in Japanese, but you can navigate easily enough. Luck Be a Landlord was once a very hot roguelike that was like a slot deck building game, and it was pretty fun. I was on the train pretty early, and I wouldn't say I left early, but once I was done, I was like, I'm done. Which is lasted a lot longer than Super Auto Pens, I'll tell you that. But yeah, it was just an interesting game. A lot of like cool designs, game designs, mechanics. And I had a lot of fun. How much hours did I put into that? 24 hours. 24 hours. That's actually not that bad. What was it, like $5? It was a $10 game? Really? Did I really buy that for $10? Oh, okay. Anyways, it's definitely really fun. I should probably play more of that. Maybe sometime. Very impressed with how everything turned out. I think I'm gonna put this probably the highest B. Probably the highest B. I don't know. I think I'll probably have to I think I'll probably have to play even more of it sometime in 2022 for sure. OneShot. Oh boy, I cannot believe it took me this long to play OneShot. This was the first game I played in 2021. So if you never heard of OneShot, it's basically, I don't know, how do I describe it? I had it described to me as like Undertale, but it was made before Undertale, which it was. There was a lot of like that fourth wally breaks, even more than Undertale actually, which is saying something. It's not an RPG, it's like an adventure game. God, so there's a lot to say about OneShot. It really is. It's in a very emotional game. Like you feel for everything so easily, and you have to make a choice that you have only one shot of making. And when you do, it's like the most difficult decision in the entire world, and I've cried so hard. It's a truly one of a kind game, and I think it's getting a console port of it this year. So if you haven't played already, absolutely like pick it up on the Switch. I think they're doing what the Doki Doki Literature Club did, and they're like emulating a computer for the game, which you will understand why they had to do it, because spoiler alert, I guess, you know, I already put a spoiler alert in the entire video, but it uses your game's files to play the game. It actually like creates files on your computer, and also it does some other funky things with it. So yeah, it's very well made. In fact, it goes to S. Not as good as Omori, I don't think, but it's funny how I played Omori and OneShot in the same year. Huh. Pico Park, Pico Park. Oh gosh, so Pico Park is the last game that I played in 2021. I played it on another game I played on Pax Play's channel. And it was a hot mess, I'll tell you that. Oh my gosh. We were all so terrible at it, but it was also a lot of fun. Even though I was screaming multiple times. Oh my god. Oh, Pico Park. Pico Park is not a game that I'm gonna forget soon, and probably for the wrong reasons, but I had a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna put it on the lowest B, I think, or maybe the highest C. Nah, I think it's better than a C. I think it's gonna be B. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about Pico Park either. It's like you what you see is what you get, and sometimes you actually get more than what you see, whether you want it or not. Alright, Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm gonna just rip this off like a band-aid. I'm gonna put this in F tier. Okay, no, okay, yep, okay, now everyone's leaving because of my terrible decision. Well, you know, joke's on you. I purposely made this second to last, so you watched most of the video, maybe, probably. I did not enjoy Kingdom Hearts 1 at all. I thought it was atrociously bad. I didn't like basically anything about it. I didn't like the gameplay. I didn't like the story. I didn't like the characters. I didn't know I would hate Donald and Goofy by the end of it, but god, they freaking suck. I hate them so much in this freaking universe. Ugh. Oh my gosh, there's so many frustrating things I have about Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm surprised I even finished it, to be honest, because I almost gave up like 3/4 the way through. I'm like, nope, I'm had enough. I hate this. But I powered through and I beat it, and the ending was pretty good. I'll give it that. Like, I like the final boss. I like the final cutscene. Those were really, really good. I'll give the game that. I just did not have a good time. I just did not. And I don't know, one of my friends wants me to play the entire series, and like, I have Chain of Memories from the Game Boy Advance, which is like the next game chronological order, but And even if I didn't want to do Chronicle Launcher order, I can do Kingdom Hearts 2 next. But the thing with Kingdom Hearts 2 is that, like, I've talked to people about this, and, like, multiple people give me mixed messages that if, like, some people like, if Kingdom Hearts 1 is trash, you'll like Kingdom Hearts 2 better. And the other people is like, Kingdom Hearts 1 is the best thing ever, but Kingdom Hearts 2 is trash. And the fact that there's like such a split just makes me not want to play the series even more. Especially since I know that Kingdom Hearts 3's reception is like even more mixed. Oh my gosh, it just gives me a headache thinking about. There was like, I think there is like a game in that series that's like universally loved. Was it like something by Dreamlight maybe, or I don't know, I forgot. You probably know what I'm talking about though if you know the Kingdom Hearts series. But yeah, F tier. I had more fun playing Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Let that sink in. I had more fun playing Garfield Kart Furious Racing than Kingdom Hearts 1. That's messed up, but it's true. All right, Legend of Bumbo. Let's just close this off. Legend of Bumbo. It's good. I'm putting it a B tier. A B for Bumbo, because Bumbo want coin. The Legend of Bumbo is like kind of like Bejeweled, but with spells. And actually, you know, that concept isn't really too original. I think Edmund McMillan had it in his idea head for like a long time, and like at the time it was original, but then like other people thought about it and maybe it's not so original anymore. I don't know, but it's pretty fun. I don't have anything to say about it. It gives more Isaac lore, I guess. I don't think it goes in high B. I think it goes in mid B. Yeah, I'll just put that right there. I don't know. My voice is so sore. Okay, I can't keep talking. All right, so that is my 2021 games I played in 2021 tier list. We've got Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Omori, OneShot, and S. We got Binding Isaac Repentance, Dicey Dungeons, Ace Attorney Apollo Justice, Mario Picross, Deltarune Chapter 2, or I guess 1 and 2, I guess. Pokemon Blaze Emerald, and the Jackbox 8 in A. In B, we have Luck Be a Landlord, Ultimate Chicken Horse, Pajama Sam 3, Legend of Bumbo, and Pico Park. In C, we got Halo 1 and 2. In fact, I think 2 is better than 1, so I'm just gonna put 2 and then 1. Funny enough. Bloons Tower Defense 6, Plants vs. Zombies, Game of the Year Edition, Super Auto Pets, and Marbles on stream in C. D, we only have Pokemon Unite, and F, we have Garfield Kart Furious Race, and then Kingdom Hearts 1. It's kind of a bell curve, maybe, if you're very liberate with your definition of a bell. Anyway, games that did not make it on the list because I haven't really played them yet. Dwarf Romantic is like a Zen landscape builder puzzle game. It's cool, but I haven't really played that much of it. Maybe I'll play some more. I don't know. We'll see. Enter the Gungeon. I have not gone far into it because it sucks. I probably won't play it again. It's a cool game. I wish I was better at it. But I just can't. Pokemon Shining Pearl, I haven't been yet. Mario Party Superstars, I thought about putting on the list, but I'm gonna save it for this year. Because there's still a lot of things I have yet to do in that game. But if I would put Mario Party Superstars on the list right now, I'll probably put it either low A or high B, and that has a chance of probably going up, but probably not anything lower than that. I kind of started this puzzle game called Understand, but I haven't really beaten it yet. Same thing with Total Accurate Battle Simulator, haven't beaten it yet. Same thing with Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition, I need to play that. Same thing with Persona 3 and Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Those are all my to-do lists for this year. Along with Persona 3, if Atlas would port it to PC, please Atlas, please. I will use an emulator if you don't port it, okay? That is a threat. That's like $20 you're not getting from me, okay? That's a threat. Please port it though. I want to give you money. I want to give you money so badly, please. Anyways. Oh, and then of course I'm also playing Final Fantasy VI on stream, so make sure you watch that if you're interested. I think that's it. My throat is so sore, like you have no idea. It's gonna, my recording time is an hour. I don't know how long I can trim it up to, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you all in 2020. Bye-bye.